Thanks for downloading a 3CR podcast. 3CR is an independent community radio station based in Melbourne, Australia. We need your financial support to keep going. Go to www.3cr.org.au for more information and to donate online. Now stay tuned for your 3CR podcast.
We're putting up new buildings, we're knocking down the old. We're working in the summer heat and in the winter cold. And the labour power we sell, me boys, for a hard-earned weekly pay produces mighty profits for the greedy MBA. And whether we were born here or born in Italy, in Greece, in Spain or Ireland, in England or Fiji, we all of us are workers, united we must stand, until the wealthy bludgers have been driven from our land. We faced deregistration, it backfired in the face. We're not fooled by arbitration, we won't stay in our place. We hit the bosses hard and fast to win and keep our gains, and break a couple of concrete pours to back our log of claims. So keep your powder dry and hold your head up high. It's class to class and face to face, our limit is the sky. We've got a fighting history and we never will be cowed. Our builders' labour is a name to make a man feel proud.
And it's good morning from the Concrete Gang, a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. Good morning, Gorilla. Good morning, String Bean, and Annie on the panel. Here we all are for another exciting week in the construction industry, good and bad.
Good morning.
In the lead up to
good morning.
Weekend.
Can you just shut up for a minute so we can say good morning?
Good morning. Good morning, listeners.
You should be worn out after this week, I'll tell you.
That was a
Good morning, listeners.
Very short safari last week. We've had the safari and it's over. He's gone.
I missed that.
Buzzers.
Was I lucky I missed it?
No, it was pretty good. I think the listeners would have enjoyed it. It was.
Well, he's on another safari at the moment with Canes, but anyway, stay tuned.
Yes, indeed.
We still managed to fit a whole show in.
Yeah,
it was impressive.
No, we had some observations to make about the situation of ordinary people in South Africa and how that contrasts with life in Australia and Melbourne in particular and our industry. And I got to say, it was worth listening to. So congratulations, Buzzer. And
he's got another safari today because his son's turned 18, so happy birthday to his son. So he reckons he's got to take him on a pub crawl. Buzzer and his son. What would that double pay? Would you get your money back on that double?
No way.
No way.
But I should also say that it was a bit uncertain as to who was chaperoning who in South Africa. I think Jack got the worst of the deal. He had to do the job.
So the young bloke who Buzzer's been teaching how to drive is going to be released on our roads soon?
Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm not sure if he's got his licence yet, but I'll tell you what, mate, they had to shut down Geelong when he was given driving lessons, old Buzzer.
Okay, let's talk about what's happening in the coming week. And first up, of course, is the Change the Rules rally. And hopefully we've been having site meetings all around the industry and making sure that we are going to get everybody there. We're looking to have over 150,000 people there to basically push not only the federal government but also the Labor opposition along the lines of getting some fairness back into the industrial relations system in this country, and that's going to require changing the rules, that's going to require changing the law, particularly the Fair Work Act, which is such an impediment to ordinary working people getting a decent deal.
So where is it? What time? Where is it? Trades Hall?
Trades Hall, 10:30 a.m, Tuesday the 23rd.
Be there or be square. And bring everyone you can. Bring your mates, your mum, your dad, your dog.
Kids,
family,
everyone.
What are you doing?
Because it's really about low. It's not about us getting a pay rise. The slogan is Australia needs a pay rise, but we do all right in that department. but it's about all the low-income workers getting a minimum wage rise and just getting our rights back so we can get ourselves a pay rise.
Getting them back their penalty rates for the weekends and all that. What a joke that is, boys.
Exactly. Well, just on that subject, there's been some further commentary in the media from such a trade union luminary as Martin Ferguson. Ex-ACTU, ex-General Secretary of the Miscellaneous Workers Union, ex-President of the ACTU, and ex-Labor Member of Parliament and Government Minister under Keating and Hawke, if I remember correctly. Well, Martin's come out and canned the federal court for making a decision that actually did something for workers, i.e. those people who work regular hours, long-term employment, but are called casuals and haven't been getting holiday pay, etc. Federal court handed down the decision in relation to the New South Wales branch of the CFMEU Mining Division. It was a good decision. We're not talking about people who are employed as casuals on an occasional basis. We're talking about people who worked month after month, had set shifts, but were called casuals, and the companies obviously were reducing the cost of labour. Well, the federal court, to their credit, turned that decision over. Now every employer organisation in the country is whinging and moaning, and the federal government's threatening to change the law so the federal court decision is overturned. And who supports them? Martin Ferguson. So Martin Ferguson is going to be a nomination, but it only goes to show that the policies of past governments need to be changed.
And of course there's an appeal on that decision coming from WorkPac, who are the labour hire mob who are trying to get away with this permanent casual rort. And who's jumped in with them to support their court case? Our good friend Kelly O'Dwyer.
The IR Minister under Slow-mo.
And what else is Kelly O'Dwyer pushing this week?
The Ensuring Integrity Bill.
It's back again.
Yes, it's failed this week, but they had a real red-eyed go at trying to get up legislation which would undo union amalgamations, would impose rules as to who can be a union official determined by the intervention of employers and government, not the members of the union, and generally add another layer of destruction to the trade union movement. And we even got to the stage where the Age newspaper said it for what it is, a union-busting exercise.
Absolutely. And this is the mob that want to threaten workers. Like, if you walk out on Tuesday, they want to threaten them with fines, every worker, not allowed to stop work. But they stop work for a whole week to knife Turnbull and put in slow-mo. And now Barnaby's going to have a crack, so they might have to stop work again.
Barnaby's back. Barnaby's back. Oh, Barnaby.
So they stop work whenever they have a bit of an internal issue, and that's all good.
Another book coming up, Barnaby.
But if we want to fight for our rights, apparently we're not allowed.
And of course, those who have been able to look after themselves, like the CFMEU, cop a special bit of treatment because they want to bust us back to the same standards as everybody else. We've been able to keep going regardless, despite 15 years of Royal Commissions, legislation, codes and bullshit.
Millions of dollars of fines.
Millions of dollars in fines. We've kept going. We've still delivered wage rises and working conditions, health and safety in this industry. But apparently that is a crime against humanity and must be stopped.
Well, apart from trying to send the union break, they're now individual fines for officials. They're trying to take their houses off them and send the officials, take their money off them, send them breaks. I mean, what else? What's left? Maybe your kids and grandkids are going to go after them.
Well, they're going to sell the children, are they?
Well, maybe. That's all that's left, isn't it?
Integrity. They just got to ensure integrity. That's what this Liberal government wants to do. Well, they certainly need some. I don't know. Maybe they're going to try and steal it off us.
Well, at this stage, we don't know the outcome of the Wentworth by-election. That should be a great day's entertainment for everybody. Where even the Liberal candidate came out and opposed some statements made by the Liberal government during the week. extraordinary stuff. We are now going to move the embassy to Jerusalem because that's the right thing to do. Can't fix up issues that have been raised by the Aboriginal tent embassy for decades. But no, we are going to move to Jerusalem because our mate Donnie Trump, who first of all said, and I quote, this was a disgrace and we are going to take action for the murder of a Saudi journalist in Istanbul. By an hour later, he was and ahhing and he wasn't so sure.
Yeah, wouldn't want to mess up the arms deal, though.
Especially when the oil prices went up, they changed his mind, didn't it?
Folks.
The old tank was put in reverse, was it?
Yes,
beep,
it was.
Beep, beep.
But that embassy change has nothing to do with the by-election. Nothing to do with the high Jewish population in Wentworth.
Yep.
And just because it didn't go through Cabinet and got rushed through, nothing to do with the by-election, don't you worry.
And what did they do? Just to finish their fantastic campaign in Wentworth, they brought poor old Johnny Howard out of retirement and drove him around talking to people. You've got to. Doesn't matter that they stuffed up. Paraphrasing him, he said at one point in the TV interview, doesn't matter you think you're unhappy with them, they stuffed up, all the rest of it, but we can't let them lose.
This is the work choices bloke who lost his own seat.
Yeah.
What a hero. Yeah.
Listen, I'll tell you what, we should cut the track and give him a break because we'll come back with some job news. What do you reckon?
So, yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So, a little bit of respect for the late and great Aretha Franklin and
none for the Liberals.
And none for the Liberals.
Chain of fools.
Change, change, change. 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 Change, change, change of food. For 5 long years, I thought you were my man. But I found out I'm just a link in your chain. Oh, you got me where you want me. I ain't nothing but your fool. You treated me mean. Oh, you treated me cruel. Change, change, whatever it takes, whatever the stakes. Change, change, change. Change, change, change. Oh, change, change, change. The chain of food.
There it is, Chain of Fools. It's a special tune for our Liberal friends. They're going well in Parliament, aren't they, young Warren?
Oh, I'm just waiting for next week to have a little trip down memory lane for what might happen this weekend, because if Barnaby's on the move, they lose Wentworth and all the rest of the shit that could happen to them.
It's grouse, isn't it?
Good watching. Get the popcorn out for Saturday night.
Hey, listen, let's give the punters a bit of a break from all that bullshit. I'm going to do me longy Molly. I went and saw her.
Don't get on any ladders, for God's sake.
I'm not good on ladders either.
Right, your Molly Meldrum report.
Well, I went to see a band I've never heard of. And they're called The Pretty Things. Now, I don't know how many of the punters out there would have heard of them, but they've been on tour for 50 years. The lead guitarist actually was a member of the Rolling Stones. I think his name's Dick Taylor, I think. And when they came on stage, mate, I thought he'd be lucky to make his amp to plug his guitar in. But, mate, it was one of the best rock and roll shows or psychedelic rock I've ever seen. The three of them about, I reckon, in their 70s. The other two young blokes are probably, obviously younger, about 20 or 30 or something. But honestly, one of the best. I saw them at the old Tote in Collingwood. And a great spot to see the bands, but it was unbelievable. So I don't know if you'll ever get a chance again to see them, but I think they're off in Paris or somewhere there. But one of the greatest live acts I've ever seen.
So the Tote was still a good live music venue.
Yeah, it's got the sticky carpet. That's grouse, isn't it? Yeah, and
Don't wear your thongs because you might leave them behind.
actually, I had me thongs on. Everyone was going crook about me wearing thongs. I can't. They reckon I won't get in. I said, you got to be kidding. What, in the Tote with wearing thongs? Please.
There's too many stuck in the carpet. They don't want to lose any more. They did get rid of the pole on the stage. That was a big innovation at the Tote.
55 years of live performing. Unbelievable. Unbelievable band. So, unfortunately, you probably won't get a chance to see them live again. I don't know if they'll be coming out again, but they all sold out all their shows. Everywhere they're going around the world, they're sold out already. So, unreal. Really great show.
Right, now some job news. A little mention of something that hit the airwaves during the week, and that is in relation to the Metro Tunnel early works and the dust problem. Now, our good friends, John Hollands, absolute geniuses when it comes to occupational health and safety, had not put anything in place to keep the dust suppressed in confined and underground space, as excavation continues down to where the tunnel will commence. Now, there was an argument. WorkSafe failed miserably.
Surprise.
And anyway, at the end of it all, they agreed to bring in an independent hygienist who actually monitored the work areas over a period of time and came back with the results that there was clearly particles of dust in the air in excess of what is considered to be, and it's not exactly the highest standard in the world, but it's considered to be at least reasonable. They failed, and there was an argument about it, but at the end of it, the joint venture, the CYP venture, at this point in time, felt some embarrassment, so they decided to put it on John Hollands, which is part of their joint venture, and the dust issue is being addressed. I make this observation. We're only talking about a couple of excavations adjacent to Swanston Street. Wait till the whole bloody thing gets going. And there'll be dust coming up out of all of these points of excavation and the tunnel itself. So, folks, this dust issue, and we can get very excited about the issues of silicosis and all the rest of it, but just the dust issue alone. Base level, there's a lot of problems that the industry face with dust, and when you get into a high-density metropolitan area like the CBD, it's going to get out of hand completely. And if WorkSafe and Comcare, who are responsible for the health and safety of companies like John Hollands, who have federal workers' comp policies, we are going to be facing a major issue in the centre of Melbourne.
You'd think with all the publicity around the silica dust lately, they'd be a bit more aware of it. There's been a lot of stuff about there's a health crisis going on, Queensland and here. We talked about that last week or the week before.
A lot of that stuff is engineered stone in off-site workshops where basic ventilation issues are not addressed. But this is going to be on a scale that people have not appreciated for a very long time.
I reckon the biggest problem is going to be the concrete, because all the chemicals they put in that these days, different slumps, different this, different that. They put massive amount of chemicals in concrete now. I reckon that's going to be a bit of a red herring, you might say. Me old mate.
Yeah.
Just from the old Dr. Long here, mate. Just the
lung respiratory specialist.
Well, you know, I had said that for quite a while, but anyway, who'd listen to me?
Okay, moving along. Multiplex had an issue on site last weekend.
No, it wasn't Multiplex.
Wasn't Multiplex?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Multiplex?
Yeah, the crane.
And it was Dr. Gorilla.
Dr. Gorilla, yeah.
The form workers crane crew.
Yes, no, it wasn't. So Multiplex in the city, the crane driver was climbing the tower, and he went to the last tower. It's a shorter ladder that goes into the actual crane or onto the deck, and he slipped and came down a couple of metres and landed awkwardly on the tower. So they got him down safely. I don't think he was too bad. We haven't got a full report on his injuries, but I don't think he was too bad. But
Nothing broken.
nothing broken. Yes, it could. But we kept the work safe bloke happy because he left that job and then went out and won a job in my area, which was ABD Group out in Carnegie, where the panel truck had taken down the gantry and the scaffold out the front and landed it all on the live power. So that he was lucky he wasn't electrocuted. Lucky, obviously, the rubber tyres probably saved the truck driver. But to fix it, unfortunately, last Saturday was, what was it, Caulfield Guineas Day, wasn't it?
Yes.
And to fix it, they needed to shut the power down, and shutting the power down would have shut the trains down. So they had to wait till all the race goers had left Caulfield till they could do that, so they could fix the problem up. But very lucky. So just there's quite a few incidents happening. So we'll send the message out. We do this every year. It was getting closer and closer to Christmas. Just slow down, everyone. Just slow down. We don't make these unrealistic dates to finish these jobs. The bosses do at your health and safety risk. Because it's getting worse and worse, what they're agreeing to finish the jobs in what time. And they push all the blokes, and then we start hitting bad injuries and people get killed. So just everyone slow down a bit.
Righto, let's go to Scallywags.
Gone a bit early than that.
We have gone a bit early, but I think there's a few things to talk about as we go through with Scallywags.
Oh, okay.
Because just following on the dust issue, our good friends WorkSafe have been asked to visit a number of precast yards to deal with the issue of concrete dust, a silica-based product, as we all know, and so far WorkSafe have failed miserably.
Again?
Now, if we're going to have problems in a precast yard, which is organised, what are we going to get with the unorganised precast yards that companies like CPB and all them want to form up in Benalla? And we're going to have people on not only shit agreements, as was approved this week, they are going to be producing product in the country with very little supervision, not only industrially, but in terms of occupational health and safety. And if people don't think there is a problem with dust, they are kidding themselves. And it's not just engineered stone which is the problem. Exposure to concrete dust over an extended period of time in massive amounts is also clearly a problem which gets addressed and has been addressed over the years, but the standards fall away very, very quickly. And if WorkSafe are not going to do the business at this stage, we can expect a whole lot more.
And I thought the government had actually committed to some serious action on silica dust after all the exposure.
I wish they'd just commit to some serious action on WorkSafe.
Well, that was the intention, I thought. They were going to blitz it. WorkSafe were going to do a blitz, and they've fallen at the first hurdle.
Blitz.
Yeah.
Righto.
Look up Blitz in the dictionary. You wouldn't see WorkSafe next door, do you?
Righto, who have we got? We've got Martin Ferguson for his efforts on behalf of the bosses.
Lifetime award.
You sucked a living out of the trade union movement, the Labor Party and the rest of it, and now you are going the opposite way. You and your mates like, well, there's been a few of them, hasn't there?
There's been a few.
And working for the other side.
Oh, yeah, and of course his good mate from just down the road was actual leader of the opposition, Latham.
Oh, another top bloke.
Oh, there's some great people out there, and they're all friends. Righto, John Hollands for their very poor performance in relation to dust at the Metro Tunnel early works. ABD
for trying to blame the truck driver. Which
and
is
having
ridiculous.
having nothing in place such a confined area, had no real spotting traffic control. They had one bloke out the front, as I understand it.
No signage of how high the gantry was. No, none of that. Nothing in place.
Absolutely negligent.
And talk about unrealistic timelines. They thought that was going to be a quick fix, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Jeez. What about the bill? Oh,
Now, I'm also going
reminds me of our mates in Richmond, Clark Grains.
I'm also going to nominate CPB and John Hollins for their efforts to try and stop the site allowance which has been determined for subcontractors on the Westgate Tunnel project. They are trying to put it on people not to comply with their EBAs and the disputes process under those EBAs, which have delivered a $8.90 per hour site allowance. We're getting it fought by Wagstaffs in the Fair Work Commission, and they never appear, just CPB. And also now they're putting it on some of the smaller subbies, and the battle is going to go on. Last but not least, our good friends Kane Constructions.
Kane Constructions doing the Melbourne University job down in Werribee, the veterinary clinic, or whatever it is, the college.
Veterinary college.
Veterinary college. Shocker of a job coming up almost every week. And they had an incident involving a knuckle boom. But before WorkSafe could get there, Kane's tried to move the knuckle boom, get it out of the way. So when the rep calls no on that and they isolate that, it's discovered that the stickers, servicing stickers, have got the incorrect dates on there, and they whip that sticker off and get it away before WorkSafe can come and have a look at that, and leave it out of all of the reporting. Nothing about the servicing or issues there. So
As you do.
unbelievable stuff. It's like fraudulent activity, really, isn't it? That stuff. So yeah, WorkSafe. I mean, we've nominated them too. Good thing the union's there, but yeah, Canes just can't get it right.
Who are we going with? Who's our scallywag for this week?
Canes.
Assuming Martin Ferguson have a lifetime award, we could go somewhere else. I think WorkSafe, because they've got a couple of issues there. Maybe.
We give them a mention. I reckon Canes. We haven't mentioned them for a while, have we?
No, we haven't mentioned them for a while, though I'm a bit partial to your original suggestion of ABD.
All right, we'll go with that because we're running out of time.
Righto, ABD, you are scallywags of the week.
Special cheery to Richard Cutler while he was down at Port Sea. We were sorting out all the problems.
And have we got a Suki Lala?
Martin Ferguson.
Yeah, righto.
We've squeezed him in, the rat.
Sucky rat.
Righto, so we've got ABD for their disaster down in the southeastern suburbs with the
Carnegie,
the precast truck, and Suki Lala is Martin Ferguson having a sook up on behalf of the bosses.
And we'll go in the same old way.
Dare to struggle,
Dare to win. If you don't fight,
you
you
lose.
lose.
Good morning from the Concrete Gang, and we're going to go out with Bob Marley.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
You've been listening to a 3CR podcast produced in the studios of independent community radio station 3CR in Melbourne, Australia. For more information, go to allthews.3cr.org.au.